Hi, my name is Angela Martin, and I have known David since we first met at XP 2003. It was my very first conference, and I was presenting for the very first time in public, and I was very, very nervous. And luckily, David was presenting in the same session as I was, and he helped calm my nerves and get me on the stage to present my research. I really do appreciate that, Dave. So that was when we first got to know each other, and through a number of years, we caught up, and we had somewhat of a tradition after a little while to present on panels together. So this is our very first panel. That's me on the left with the Kiwi, David sitting beside me, and we sort of made it a bit of a tradition. So you can see that we did it a few times. One of these conferences that we went to, I don't know that we actually did a panel, but we did get together for a bit of a road trip beforehand. So there's the Three Musketeers, David, myself and Mark, and we decided to hire a car and drive to Sheffield. So we started in London, we popped past Cambridge, and then made it to Sheffield. No problems. While we were in Sheffield, we went out for dinner one time and shared some different stories about people's youth. And we learned from Mark that he had driven a motorcycle through the Sahara Desert. And at one point, the bike had actually fallen on top of him, and he was trapped under the motorcycle for a few hours. And so it's a pretty bad thing, and that sort of became our thing to say when things got bad for a while. Hey, at least it's not as bad as when Mark got trapped under the motorcycle on the Sahara Desert. So it put things in perspective. We also learnt about Dave's background as a musician, and wow, that blew me away. I was actually hanging out with someone who'd recorded MTV videos and was really gifted as a musician, so that was pretty awesome. I should probably return briefly to the story of that conference, which was our rental car, where we accidentally managed to lock the keys in the car. Not my finest moment. The guys were great about it, and we took ourselves out for dinner thinking it would be sweet, but we were wrong. It turns out the car was too flash, not like our old dungers back home, and it was going to be a real problem in order to get the keys out of the car. It was going to take a few days to get that sorted. So after a few hours between the three of us on the phone to the rental agency, we did manage to convince them to send someone out to help us. So at about 1 o'clock, this locksmith turned up, and he did actually manage to get the keys out, but he also managed to set the alarms off. So we were not the most popular people because they were really, really loud. However, it all ended up successfully, and I just wanted to give you a taste of all of the wonderful times and interactions that David and I have had over the years. I just want to say thanks. I have really enjoyed hanging out, getting to know you, David, having so many conversations, and I miss you.